Hello and welcome to another episode of the Cultras podcast. It's our Euro 2024 special, taking a look as many teams as possible with an expert from that country. And today we are with the brilliant Bojan Babic looking at Serbia. Welcome, Bojan. Thank you very much for coming back on.
Hello, guys. It's a pleasure being back on.
Yeah, great stuff, mate. As always. We almost did this last week from when you were in Kenya. So that would have been our most international one yet.
Yes, it was an amazing trip. Though it was for work, I worked there, but still it was experience, I could say life-changing experience.
Ah, cool. It's from Mozart Sport Kenya, is it? Of course, journalist.
Yes, that's the website. They are my colleagues. We work together, share the thoughts, ideas, everything. It was really, I feel really blessed to have such an opportunity, and it was not just because of colleagues of the work, but the opportunity to see Nairobi, to be there, to walk to the office to I don't know, use their taxi boda on some motorbike that's barely legal, and I don't know, it's many things. I don't want to bother you. We are talking about the Euros.
Yeah, so, yeah. Can you not qualify for this Euros?
No. Even Serbia were close to not to qualify, but thank God we are back here and after too long absence.
Yeah, because James, you were saying that this is Serbia's first Euros as not Serbia and Montenegro or Yugoslavia, isn't it?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I believe I was something like 5th grade elementary school when last time we played in the Euros, Euro 2000. And my daughter now is almost the same age as I was then.
Wow.
Yeah.
It tells you a lot.
I was doing that on the last one with Christian, the Swiss one we've just done. When he was talking about players retiring, it's like, oh no, I remember them playing when they were 21 and now they've retired. Oh no, I'm getting old.
I'm getting old and Serbia is away from Euros. So yes, that was the setup. And thankfully it changed. Now it has changed, but we'll see.
With it being the first European Championships, as Serbia, what's the mood like in Serbia? Is it a bit of, it's about time, or this is long overdue?
Well, to be quite honest, I cannot say I'm maybe the best person to talk about the public opinion, I don't know, but honestly, I felt much more enthusiasm ahead of the World Cup in Qatar. Because we had amazing qualifiers, that victory in Portugal in the decisive game, and after that, after that, euphoria was big. Now it's quite different thing. Yes, we have the same coach, almost the same team, almost. Just tiny changes, but I think that we lost that sort of trust and enthusiasm towards the national team in the period between the World Cup and Euros.
I think I was going to ask you as well, mate. Because obviously now, like Mitrovic, obviously the hero of Lisbon, and Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, SMS. I'm not saying that every time. SMS, both gone. Obviously, probably Serbia's two best players, technically. Both spent the last year and a bit playing in Saudi, which is obviously not the best league in the world. What do you think? Do you think that's going to have an effect at all, or?
I don't want to underestimate any league or any club, but for me, that European boomer, that Saudi league is not something you can say it's top notch. No, it's not. Let's be honest. Okay, sure, it's much better than, for example, Serbian league, but I believe that it's not a good thing to have the best players in such competition ahead of the Euros. For example, just take a look at, for example, our neighbors Croats. When they played big tournaments, they had Real Madrid. They had Modric in Real Madrid. I don't know, Perisic in Barcelona, Rakitic in Barcelona, Perisic in Tottenham, and so on and so on. You need to have players that are on that top level if you want to achieve something. And our best players play in Saudi league, in Turkish league. No offense, but we are not talking about Europe's big five leagues. Our players are not the leaders of some exquisite sides, and you draw conclusions from that.
Yeah, I think like with there's obviously because I think SMS again. I'm not gonna can't be bothered saying his full name. The like because it's one of the biggest wastes of a career ever. I feel because like he could have like how good he is. He could have been like one of the best players and he stayed at Lazio forever, and then he's gone to Saudi for money. So it's like he could have won a Champions League easily, or a league title somewhere else. But
He has quality. There's no doubt about it. He's got even that kind of look of a football star. That's how I imagine a football star from these surroundings, in Serbia and all. But I don't know what it is. Maybe some sort of lack of ambition or whatever that is. Maybe something of a mentality thing even. But he's he seems to me kind of a laid back guy, maybe too much. If you want to achieve something really big on these kind of tournaments like the Euros, like the World Cup, he doesn't have that. His technique is amazing, everything, quality, top guy, but there's something missing. For example, compare him to, I don't know, Modric.
yeah.
The guy is almost
like,
40. The guy is almost 40 and he's not giving up in Real Madrid. It shows you. It tells a story.
I was going to say like you need to like a sort of Djokovic mentality in it, like just
Or Djokovic. Perfect example. Novak Djokovic. Never surrender. Never give up. Go for the limits and everything. And our footballers are kind of let me enjoy a bit.
Just looking at the front, the squad was announced 2 days ago. I'm just looking at the forwards here. So Mitrovic, despite what we've said about the Saudi,
he does love a pint, Mitrovic, like because him and Milivojevic got caught in London, didn't they? Like on the booze. It's funny. Yeah. In COVID as well.
He has played 28 games for Al Hilal and scored 28 goals. So, I mean, again, quality of the Liga side, that is a fantastic average of a goal a game. Vlahovic, 33 games for Juventus this season, 16 goals, not bad.
Not bad.
And then Luka Jovic, 23 appearances for Milan with 6 goals. So
he's mostly off the bench though, Jovic.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he's there to make the impact. I quite like that strike force pairing. Slovenia, Denmark, England. How do you think you're going to fare against those countries?
Well, first to answer the question about the strikers, when you look at that squad, at that paper, those names sound really good, promising, but I can't say I'm an optimist, especially since Mitro suffered an injury like a month or two ago. And yes, he has recovered from it, but not entirely. And we need to see the levels of his game at the moment because we are not sure. His quality is undeniable. He was born to be a poacher, to be a, the guy who scores headers from wherever you can possibly imagine. Yeah, that's Mitro goal. But don't know what to expect from him. Just like from Vlahovic. Vlahovic, on the other hand, he's kind of a different type of a striker and has that sort of mentality of almost anger that drives him, that pulls him. But during the World Cup, both of them, they were pale. They were pale. And Luka Jovic is a mystery itself,
Yeah.
When Real Madrid wanted him so desperately, he was running riots at Bundesliga with the Eintracht, but later I don't know what happened. If he is able to kind of return to that old Luka, to resurrect somehow, then we have three really great attackers there, but not sure what to expect from
So,
all
so
three of them.
I was going to say, is one of my favourite Serbian play. Well, despite Nemanja Gide, we'll get on to Nemanja Gide because he's my hero and he's because I'm getting my hair done at the same place. Anyway, we'll get to that. Lazar Samardzic is like we're still talking about for a young player. He's only like 22 or 23. He's like every time I've seen him, and he seems to score about 80% of Udinese's goals. So I think Samar and just the fact because obviously was it can't remember his first name. Is it Benjamin Pavlovic? The one who's gone to Germany, the one who's signed for, the one who's not gone played for, so the one who plays for Bayern Munich, and it's not. Yeah,
Yes,
Pavlovic, something Pavlovic.
Pavlovic,
Yeah,
yes.
he's not played but Samardzic could have played for Germany, but chose Serbia. I think Samardzic is like one of the. He'll be
Yeah,
if he
he's on the list. He's on the list,
Yes, he
and
is. Yeah.
he had a very decent season in the Serie A. Who knows? Maybe he'll be that guy from the shadows, because everyone around knows everything about Mitro, Vlahovic, SMS, Tadic. They are all familiar faces. But maybe that Lazar guy, along with Birmančević from Sparta Prague, also may be some secret
secret
weapon
weapons.
of
Yeah,
ours.
Yeah. Sasha
Boban Djordjevic.
Lukic as well at Fulham.
Sasha Lukic. I
Sasha
forgot.
Lukic, yeah, he had a pretty decent season at the Craven Cottage.
Yeah.
He's a good player, dedicated, but don't expect wonders from him. I expect him to do dirty work, sort of, and from those guys like Samardzic, Tadic, SMS, and others to show that bit of creativity. And
Well,
when it comes, sorry,
go. No, go.
just wanted to say that James mentioned the group. England, Denmark, and Slovenia. You hear that sound? The opening game in the World Cup, we had Brazil. Now it's England. I don't like the setup. I don't like the fact that very first game we play against almost favorite to
The
win,
one thing
to
I
go.
will say in your defence is that there's a possibility that England might sort of not show up to the first game, and you could draw out 1-1 draw, 0-0 draw.
I
1-0 to Man United.
I hope, James, that those upper powers will hear your words. Because that's our only hope, in my personal opinion. If you ask me, against England, I literally don't see. I'm honest as it gets. I don't see how are we gonna how are we gonna face them? What are we offering? Against Bellingham, against Kane, against Foden,
Yeah.
Michael.
I'll tell you how, Bojan. This is right. So this is the Manu Gade moment, right? So you see this, right? I'm going to the same place the Manu Gade is going because I saw it on his Instagram. His hair looks exceptional. So Doctor Cynic. By the time this comes out, I will have had this Doctor Cynic. So somebody edit this and put a picture of me now, right there. So the Manu Gade, my hairline Brate is going to score from 35 yards, and also as an Irishman, I hope he breaks Declan Rice's leg. So there we go.
There you are.
That's okay. Yeah. Thank you, brate.
Maybe edit that out of the clip. But
Thank you, brate, for that. But honestly, I think that defeat there is like sure thing. And then we are left with two other games against Denmark and Slovenia. When it comes to that, Denmark has a sort of style of playing that is not so good maybe for us, especially true. They had some amazing wing backs and full backs back in the past, and we almost every single time we met with them and the other Scandinavian sides, we suffered. We suffered because we are kind of, how can I say, slow. We are a bit slow, and especially what worries me now is the fact we don't have fullbacks almost.
yeah.
Serbia's got those center backs, Pavlovic, Strahinja, Milenkovic from Fiorentina, and those sort of guys. And we have those defensive midfielders, but fullbacks,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like extinct, thing in Serbia. And that could be a really a sort of problem, I think, especially against Denmark. But I cannot say that we don't stand a chance there. I believe we have. I
Yeah.
believe we have.
I
With
think it's the Denmark game. The Denmark game is the deciding factor there. I think on paper
definitely.
you should beat Slovenia.
Just like in the World Cup, when we had that second game against Cameroon, it proved to be decisive, probably. The second game now will also be decisive. And against Slovenia, I think it's 50-50. They have their chances, their Šeško. We have our Šeškos. So
yeah.
I think that we have chances, but it's the game against Denmark that we must win, or at least, I don't know, maybe a draw, so then we could hope for something. But against England, I think it's not a game that we should lose too much time nor strength nor. I am not, to be honest with you, I cannot guarantee you that England will win the tournament. I'm not sure, but
I hope not.
the
I hope not.
opening game, the opening game, I think we don't stand a chance.
I
Well,
don't know. 1-0 G'day. 1-0. Come on.
not to sort of look at.
What I would like, what I would like to avoid there is the fact that our last Euro game was against the Dutch side in 2000.
Mhm.
It ended 6-0 for them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
You now understand. You now understand me. I would just like to avoid any similar outcome. Some sort of 1-0 defeat or 2-0. It's okay. Just let's avoid half a dozen or something like that. Don't want to get better, and that's okay.
Not to sort of tempt fate and look into the crystal ball, but I am going to anyway. If you are one of the highest, if you're one of the highest ranking third place teams, obviously the four best go through. You will face the winner of Group E, which could be Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, or Ukraine?
Oh, that's the worst group, isn't it? That's
Well, I must say I'm not intimidated with them.
No.
Sure, Belgium has its own stars, Doku, De Bruyne, and etc. etc. But I'm not intimidated, and the other teams are okay, good, decent sides, but you can play football with them. You can
Yeah.
play football with them, and there's no fear. And I believe that even our players don't feel that sort of fear when they look at that group. But it's a long way, and I really hope that we'll be in that phase of competition, because especially when we are with our backs to the wall, then Serbs tend to react,
it. Serbia against the world, brate. Let's go.
Brate, we call that we have a word for that. We call that inat. Against all odds, against everything, just the most Serbian thing, inat.
There we go. There we go.
I think I think there'll be the tournament where Belgium finally get dismantled, and those players will never play with each other again. So
They all hate each other.
yeah, I really hope you're the ones that do it, because I'm sick and tired of people telling me that they've still got potential when I don't.
James. The dark horses of every competition for the last 12 years. Kevin De Bruyne.
I believe that their peak has passed. It's long gone, and I'm sure that's not the side we should worry too much about. Okay,
No.
sure, there are some amazing players, but they are a team like any other, and we can compete.
Yeah. Now the other avenue is if you are the runner-up of Group C, you will play the winner of Group A.
You're gonna win the group, James.
Well, I'm going through. No.
Sorry,
don't worry.
Just being annoying.
I'm not that mean. You're never gonna win, if you runner up, you will play the winner of Group A, which could either be Germany, Scotland, Hungary, or Switzerland. Now, a lot of people seem to, home tournament, home advantage. They've not had a great past couple of tournaments, but you never know. They are bookies' favourites to win the group and possibly win the tournament. So you could probably face Germany.
Yeah, we have a long history with them. The Malta's history. I'm talking about football. About football only.
No.
And it's been ups and downs.
The ghost of Tito is coming back.
Yeah, power. Tito power. But if there's an opportunity to choose to pick who will play against, then I would gladly pick Belgium before Germany. Not just because they are hosts, but for many other reasons, mentality things. I don't know. I think the chances would be against Germany like 30 to 70 for them.
Yeah, I think everyone wants to beat the home nation as well when you're there, don't they?
Yeah.
And maybe someone will even before I don't know, finals or something like that. But if possible, I'd gladly avoid them. And I think that they still have a lot of firepower there.
Yeah.
And maybe if it's possible, maybe then better I go on that Belgium card rather than Germany.
Hopefully you can challenge hopefully you can channel the inner spirit of Milan Jovanovic. Shades of 2010. Liverpool's finest.
Was he a right? Did he have number 14? Was he a right back as well? That's like a crime against numbers, isn't it? I think we talked about this many a time, James. But
Look.
Lazar Markovic, number 50 as well. That classic.
Yes, yeah.
No. When Liverpool buys a Serb, it's
and Marko Grujic as well.
Grujic, yeah.
What was I saying? Definition of a flop.
Every
But
time.
but jokes aside, yes, we beat them on that 2010 World Cup.
Yeah.
It was some story. Yeah.
Miroslav Klose sent off.
What was it?
But it was a crazy game, and there was a penalty, I think, for them, and lots of things. And yes, Milan Jovanovic, known for his famous statement during the Liverpool era when he said in perfect Serbo English, "I don't give a komentar." I don't give a komentar. Well, yeah, but it was in the past. I'm not sure we can repeat such an achievement. And we even drew against them in 1998. We were 2 goals up before conceding two for 2-2 draw. So yeah, we have a sort of a decent head-to-head with them, but on their home ground, nah, I'd rather skip that.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at possibly a
What's
brighter,
going to happen?
a
Winning the
brighter
group.
path. Yes, if you win the group, you will face a third place team from Group D, E, or F, which, looking at the groups, is most likely Poland, Austria, Slovakia, Romania, Ukraine,
About 700 possibilities.
Georgia, Turkey, or Czech Republic.
Georgia are winning the group as well, actually. Slander.
You know,
There's
yeah,
quite a mix of
definitely.
teams there that you could end up playing.
You know, every time when something sounds like a fairy tale, you should know it's not real.
Yeah, I feel bad now for giving you all this exercising
But
all options.
this is more evidence to my point that if they were going to expand it, they should have just done 32 teams, because I hate the fucking you have to do maths for like
Yes.
right third quarter, like just do 32. Have like Estonia in it, and
Yeah, because it leaves you in the trepidation of being like, oh well, you never like we just got to wait. We're like, no, I want everything to be clear cut.
yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't like this setup. I
No.
prefer 16 teams, 4
Yeah.
groups.
Yeah.
Even my late grandma would know how the tournament would unfold.
Yeah.
And what is this? I don't know.
Because
Let's put everyone 45 teams, and I don't know. For me, this is too much, but okay.
yeah,
It is
I
what
think
it is.
I think just do it like the World Cup, like have 30. So then it's just top two, and then
Yeah.
just easier, isn't it? Like because the next World Cup is like what is it 48? So it's going to be the
48
same
teams.
thing. Yeah.
48.
Fucking hell.
I prefer simplicity,
Yeah.
and I don't know why is this happening, but okay. They want to earn more money, probably to attract more viewers, to do this and that. So okay, that's how we are gonna roll. But unfortunately, I'm not sure we'll see those opponents you mentioned there, and it would be really great. Not just great for us, it would be great for them. Imagine,
Yeah.
if you are Georgia or Poland, to see you're facing Serbia, that sounds much better than facing England.
Well, yeah.
Let's be honest. But I'm sure we won't see any of that.
No.
Are you planning on going to Germany at all to soak up the atmosphere?
No. I'll follow the tournament from here, from our offices. We have here like 6 big TV screens,
Oof.
everything, just good setup, and then we'll watch and hope for a much better outcome than we witnessed at the World Cup.
No.
Well, I know Fion and I will definitely be behind Serbia this tournament, especially against
Irish
England.
and New Zealanders' hatred of England. So
Yeah.
England's
natural.
absence, but other than that,
Yeah.
as far as it goes.
We are united. We are united for that 16th of June, so I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Irish Serbian brotherhood like this. No, Nemanja G'day, save my airline. Hey.
Sounds perfect.
Thank you so much for coming on, Bojan. Where can people find you?
I'm sorry, there was some.
Yeah, go on, Jay. Where can people find you on the internet,
Where can
mate?
people find you? Sorry, on social media.
I'm on Twitter, though I'm not too active, but they can find me like Nick journalist Babic. So yes, I do have some Spanish followers from England, from the rest of the Great Britain, and Serbs, of course. And I'll probably have a comment or two regarding our national team in the days ahead of the tournament.
Lovely stuff, mate.
Fantastic. Definitely go and follow him. You can follow us at Cultras Pod on Instagram and Twitter.
I don't have Instagram, but I'll definitely be a fan favorite on Twitter.
Thank you very much. And yeah, we're
Thank you very much.
releasing episodes weekly, doing our Euro preview, and we will. I've reserved time aside to do our sticker book live stream opening.
Yeah, we need
so
to.
you can look forward to that as well. But yeah, Cultures Pod on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube as well. Like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Leave a comment, and yeah, we'll see you next week with another episode. Thank you.
Živela Serbia. Thank you, Bojan.
Živela Serbia.
Hey.
See you guys.